right, we are live. I'm going to wash my hair. And bring my 360 waves back. What's up, what's up? Ain't got one viewer. It's Friday. Maybe everybody's outside partying instead of brushing. If you decide to maintain your hair at that length, will it be bad for your waves? Nah, I always have my hair at this length. But if you decide to leave your hair like this for weeks at a time, then yes, you will lose progress. But I'm currently around 8-10 weeks wolfing, so that's why my hair is this long. For anyone that don't know what wolfing means, wolfing is basically letting your hair get like this into a little afro and training it to stay laid into 360 waves. Because why? Waves are curls laid down, right? So if you could lay down your curls at its max, length, your waves will look better. Obviously, you don't want to let your hair grow out for 20, 30 weeks and then try to keep it into waves, because that's going to look like a whole bunched up, it's going to be too puffy, too big, too thick. You want to keep it at a certain length, and I like to keep mine at like I like to keep my cuts at like a three guard closed. That's the perfect length for me. And I could just go right into another wolf. All right, let me. How do I type something in the chat? I guess I can't. All right. Yeah. 1 second. back. I was typing something in. Get 30% off your shampoo bars when you use code LABOR30 at checkout. And the rest essentials.store. Yep. Let's get it. So we are doing a washing style. I'm going to bring my 360 waist back. First things first, you are going to need a shampoo bar when you're doing your washing styles, right? I'm going to use my strawberry mint shampoo bar. Only reason I love using shampoo bars is because the lather is out of this world, right? You get better lather, and the better the lather, the more convenient it is when it comes to laying down your afro, okay? Especially when you're wolfing. If you're wolfing heavy, shampoo bar is gonna be your best friend. Again, go ahead and grab yours at narestessentials.store. It is pinned in the chat somewhere. Use code LABOR30 at checkout to get 30% off your entire order. The sale ends on Tuesday. So I'm going to spray it. And let the wash and style begin. As you can see, the lather is thicker on the shampoo bar. It's thicker, it lasts longer, and it really helps you mold your 360 waves down when it comes to, curls to waves. All right, go ahead and grab that lather and get your medium brush. Wet your medium brush. You should wet it and just apply the lather to it. Now, another important thing when it comes to washing your 360 waves, washing style, especially when it comes to, coming from a fro to 360 waves, you're gonna need a detangler shower brush, right? You get this from Amazon. Just type in detangler brush on Amazon and you get this brush right here, okay? I plan on bringing these brushes to my website soon. I don't know when yet, but it'll be available soon. Then you're gonna need a mirror, okay? I got another mirror right here. I'm gonna look through that mirror and I'm just gonna brush, okay? But I'm gonna try to look through the phone. I'll see. Okay. Let me start from the front. We're just gonna take a detangle brush and detangle out here. And the lather is gonna help. So lather is the most important part of this method. As you can see, as I pull it, the lather is gonna keep it laid, right? The more lather, the better. I'm gonna keep brushing this area. As you can see, it's not as laid yet, but if I keep brushing and the lather gets thicker and thicker, you will see that it stays laid. You can see that it's staying laid, right? If you do this without lather, it's not gonna work. If you use a liquid shampoo does not have as amazing lather as a shampoo bar. So that's why I promote shampoo bars so much, right? Hey, what's up, Malemo? What up? But yeah, just keep brushing until you see the lather starts looking extravagant. And once you start seeing noodles, that means you're doing something right, okay? Just keep going. You see the noodles coming in? There we go, nice. And it's just gonna keep staying laid. Ben, stop saying hi, I'm gonna take you off the live. As you can see, the lather is sticking. It's getting better. If you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, especially if I'm facing the camera. I can see you guys' questions. So, as you can see, the hair is laying. That's good. Now we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna face the mirror so I can see a little better. Now you want to keep brushing until the hair is laid to your liking. And then we're gonna go in with our medium brush. Can you add me, answer me, add you where? No. The brush bristle, this is a detangler brush. How do I fix my small noodles? Wolf, comb, brush, washing style. You want to go ahead and grab this lather, a little bit of lather, add it to your medium brush. It's going to make it a lot easier when you transition from the detangler brush to the medium brush. If you want, you could even use a hard brush for your washing style. Appreciate you, Carol. Appreciate you. All right. My hair's pretty laid now. Have a good one, Ben. You inspired me to start 360 Way journey and also use your products, so I just want you. No problem, Daniel, no problem. Keep up the good work. Your technique got me dipping. Hey, keep up the good work, keep up the good work. You guys can go ahead and grab your shampoo bars at NarestEssentials.store. Use code LABOR, not lather. Use code LABOR30 at checkout to get 30% off. All right, now we're gonna transition over to the medium brush or hard brush, depending on what brush you're using. Rinse this out real quick. If you guys wanted to know what brush I was using, it is a detangler shower brush. It detangles the hair. What's the difference between 360 waves and 720 waves? Your video is fire. Appreciate you. Difference between 360 waves is the 360s go in a circle, 720s go vertical. Like they go vertical. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and grab our medium brush. We got the lather in there. What am I gonna do with Ben? Remove, I'm gonna put you in timeout. 10 seconds, a minute, I'll put you in timeout for 30 minutes. Get out of here, man, stop doing that. Shanice, what up? All right, now we're gonna go ahead and start brushing I always tell you guys, you want to start brushing from your crown, working down to your hairline. So you want to start from the crown and work down to the hairline. Come on. I know I say 60 to 100 strokes each ankle, but I do way more than that, right? How do I progress? You want to progress, you got to brush. Wash and style 2 to 3 times a week. Brush, wash and style 2 to 3 times a week. And when I say brush, I mean brush daily. You wake up, brush 30 minutes. Afternoon, brush 30 minutes. Before you go to sleep, brush 30 minutes. Make sure you apply your product so you can lock in your moisture. That way you're not brushing dry hair, right? And also watch my videos. I teach you how to moisturize. I teach you how to brush your angles. I teach you how to wash. I teach you how to lock in moisture. All that good stuff. Yeah, it's good, but I recommend 2 to 3 times a week. Because waivers, we apply products a lot. We apply a lot of products, and you know, it's better to wash your hair and not leave the products in your hair for 5 to 7 days. All right, because that's when it builds bacteria, product buildup, pimples, and stuff like that. I think it's best to at least wash twice a week, at least. You know, if you wash Monday, wash again on Thursday or Friday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Wash again on Friday. You wash on Friday, then you want to your next wash should be on Tuesday, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday you should be washing. So wash every 2 weeks. Wash twice a week. And also washing style helps you progress faster as well. How long have you been a waiver? Since 2017. Once a week. Now, once a week is not disgusting. There's a lot of people that goes and wash their hair once a month. A lot of people wash their hair once every 2 weeks. You know, that's not nasty if you wash once a week. That's 4 times a month. That's good. But as a waiver, I recommend washing minimum twice a week. If you have an afro, you know, you don't apply products as much when you have an afro, plus you deep condition. So if you have a fro and you're not always applying products, you could go 2 weeks without washing. But if you're like moisturizing every single day with an afro, I suggest you wash twice a week, you know, because all these products are gonna build up eventually. You gotta get it out. And plus you sweat plus products, you know, equals bacteria growth and stuff like that. So this is my last wash this week. Today's Friday, I'm gonna wash this week. And then my next wash, Saturday, probably gonna be Monday or Tuesday, my washing style. So I wash Friday, my next washing style is gonna be Monday or Tuesday. As you guys can see, I did way more than 60 strokes. What do you use for dry scalp? Wash and style. I wash my hair for dry scalp, I hydrate, and I lock in moisture. That's it. Dry scalp just means that your hair needs to be hydrated, right? So hydrate your hair. Washing your hair is really good for hydrating. Hydrating just means water. Add water, lock in moisture with your products. Wavy Kenley, what up, my boy? If you have dry scalp, you might have seborrheic dermatitis. If you have seborrheic dermatitis, really nothing you can do about that besides going to see a dermatologist and they give you a medicated shampoo, you know, people that have severe dry scalp is called psoriasis or seborrheic dermatitis. Nothing you can do about it but just wash your hair. You can wash you can wash your hair right now just to take care of it. But if you really want to get rid of it, you got to go talk to the dermatologist, and yeah, they give you a medicated shampoo to deal with that dry scalp or seborrheic dermatitis, which is caused by a yeast called malassezia yeast, which feeds off excess oils, excess sebum, you know, product buildup. It feeds off that. So that's probably why you have seborrheic dermatitis or extreme dry scalp, if you're always moisturizing and you're not seeing any progress. Do you need a moderator? I think I'm good right now, Kenley. But if you're gonna be here, you know, for a while, and I guess I'll make you moderator. Is grapeseed oil good for 360 waves? Yes, grapeseed oil is amazing for 360 waves. It's really good. It's light. It helps, you know, moisturize without a really crazy product buildup. I highly recommend some grapeseed oil if you have severe dry scalp or seborrheic dermatitis. You know, it's not too heavy. You know, it's super light, and it's really good at helping you lock in that moisture. So grapeseed oil is amazing. That's why I have grapeseed oil as a base in all of my products. All my oils, grapeseed oil is always my base. Grapeseed or jojoba. Jojoba mimics the scalp sebum, so it's always grapeseed or jojoba for me. All right, I got you, Kenley. Appreciate you, man. What you got on your hair? That's my shampoo bar. It's lather. It helps me keep my waves laid. When you brush with lather in your hair, it helps you mold your hair, mold your waves into position. That way it stays laid. Appreciate you, Triple Footy. Appreciate you. As you can see, I'm brushing and my hair is not being frizzy. That's what the lather does. It keeps your hair nice and laid, keeps it in place, locks in your moisture, and, you know, just lays down frizz. And also, it cleans your hair too. You know, shampoo cleans your hair. All right, let's switch sides. We're gonna brush the other side now. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm gonna bring the camera down real quick. Where can you get it? It's linked in my in the chat. NarestEssentials.store. Use code LABOR30 at checkout to get 30% off. So what I like to do When the lather starts kind of like disappearing, I grab my shampoo bar, I wet it, I wet the area, and I add some more. And then just like that, get back to work. You had that brush for, oh yeah, bro. Yeah, that's Clutcher's brush, Kenley. I had this brush since like, what, 2019? For a long time, bro. It lasted a long time too, man. So, this is a pretty good brush. I'm using it until it, until it's no more. Mexican curly hair, would you recommend? I'm not sure. How do you hydrate your hair throughout the week? Washing styles, honestly. I wash my hair 2 to 3 times a week. Every time I wash, I lock in my moisture with my products after each wash. Some wavers like to call it the Hatman method. I just call it, the moisture retention method. 67. But yeah, hydration comes from my washing styles. That's how I hydrate my hair every week. I hydrate my hair 2 to 3 times a week. That's like what, every 3 to 4 days? I'm scared to use a curved brush for my waves, so you see. Hey, curved brushes, I love using a curved brush, man. I could hit my crown so good with a curved brush, and then from there, perfect example is 360 Jeezy's brush. Like I could hit my crown, especially if you have a swirl, I could just hit my crown, and then just go from there. I could go from point to whole brush with the curved brush. But if you got Jeezy's brush, you already know that junk is like perfect when it comes to having swirls. That's why Jeezy made a great creation with that brush, because he got swirls, he got a swirl, he know what works best for a swirl. He came out with that brush, perfect product for swirls. I got small tools for my crown. I'm doing my washes. Yeah. Yeah, the small brushes definitely come in clutch. Definitely. But yeah, Jeezy definitely got some dope brushes, man. I add some more lather and just keep brushing. Can we use any shampoo? You can use any shampoo that you want. Just make sure you read the ingredients. I don't recommend using the clarifying shampoo 2 to 3 times a week though. I recommend using a moisturizing shampoo that has oils in there and moisturizing ingredients and not just clarify. You can't clarify your hair 3 times a week. You only clarify once a month or twice a month. That's every 2 weeks or once a month. So I highly recommend my shampoo bar. Highly recommend that because it has great ingredients. You got water, which helps with hydration. You got vegetable glycerin, which attracts moisture from the air and apply it to your hair. You have oat protein, coconut oil, palm oil, avocado, vitamin E, peppermint, which helps stimulate the hair follicles, tea tree, which fights, it's antifungal, antibacterial. So I recommend using a shampoo bar for your washing style. Is coconut shampoo good? Yeah, coconut shampoo is pretty good. Sounds hydrating and moisturizing. So I got 5 of them, but I bought them when I put them. You put them on sale. Yeah, that's the best time to buy, man. Wait for the sales and go get what you trying to get. You got fall coming up. You got Halloween coming up. You got Labor Day sales going on right now. What else? We got Thanksgiving. We got Christmas. We got a lot of sales coming up towards the end of the year. So this is the best time to be purchasing your products right now. So yeah. Definitely Jeezy's brush is a dope brush, man. Jeezy got some dope brushes. That's why I love ordering products from people that actually have waves and not just people that, don't have waves. Because people that have waves, especially elite wavers, they know what they're doing. They know why they made the product for a specific reason. So yeah. Let me add some more lather. Make sure you guys go ahead and purchase your shampoo bars. Labor Day sale going on right now on the website, so don't miss out. The sale ends on Tuesday. Labor Day sale, don't miss out. Use code LABOR30 at checkout. Add some more lather. Facts. Getting hair pomades on sale is the best. Exact hair products, yeah, definitely, man. That's the best time to get them. I do about 2 sales a month, so it's really good, when you do sales and give your customers 15% off, 20% off, 25% off. It's just dope, man. Save a lot of money on themselves. I need to start working on my crown. I'm not really focused on my crown right now, but I need to start working on that because I'm almost done with breaking all my forks. Then I'm gonna start closing my crown, my swirl, and then boom, I'm gonna be flawless. We're gonna start using coconut oil in your washes. Trust me, your hair will be silky and hydrated. Yeah, Kenley, I got coconut oil, organic coconut oil in my shampoo bars. But I also got coconut oil in my strawberry oil and stuff. But you mean like straight coconut, no nothing else? If that's the case, I don't use straight coconut in my washes. But I do have coconut oil in my products. For now though, I'm gonna change up the ingredient list. But for now I do. Uh, should you get front tapers as a waiver? No. Got mine, great product juice. Will be returning customer. Glad to see how you. Appreciate you, T-Rich. Appreciate you. Yup, that's why I be trying to go live and use these products. So I could teach my peoples, you know? Especially if you're trying to become an elite waiver. So yeah, the shampoo bars, I love it because the lather lasts long. How long it take you for you to wash and style? Hey, how long I've been on live? I've been live for 30 minutes. It usually takes me 45 minutes to an hour. And then I rinse out and I wait an extra 4 or 5 hours for my hair to air dry with the do-rag on. So I don't blow dry, I just let my hair air dry in like 4 to 5 hours. And then I go on and add my products. I hope I'm hitting the right angles, man, because I'm trying to get these forks out of here. I feel like this angle, like if I'm doing this, I feel like this angle is different from this angle. I don't know, man. Okay, let's see. Let me see something real quick. So I'm going like this. Okay. Okay, nah, I'm doing the right angle. I'm doing the right angle, I'm good. Straight gives my hair a better lay-in. Oh, straight. Yeah, I got you. How long it take? Oh, I read that already. Do you rinse with the do-rag on or off? I rinse with the do-rag on so my hair can stay laid. If I rinse with the do-rag off, my hair is gonna be so frizzy and it's gonna be really hard to lay down after that. Is Jamaican black castor oil good for washing styles? I mean, any oil that you put, put in your hair is good for your washing styles, because oil, what it does is it locks in moisture and adds shine. So if you add oil to your hair, it's gonna lock in that moisture and it's gonna leave your hair nice and silky, But if you have seborrheic dermatitis or if you have really dry scalp, be careful with what type of oil you use, because some oils kind of promote flare-ups and stuff. So like coconut oil, avocado oil, castor oil. If you have seborrheic dermatitis or psoriasis or extreme dry scalp, those kind of, make you flare up if you use them. But if you're using it for a washing style, you're gonna rinse it out anyway. So yeah, I think you can use any oil you want for your washing styles. Don't quote me on that, make sure you do research. But me personally, from my experience, if you apply oil to your hair and rinse it out, you could use it, you could do it. I'm going to DM you later and getting your crown right. Appreciate you, Kenley. I'm almost done basically, though. I'm just trying to lay your hair down some more. And we're gonna finish this washing style. As you can see, my hair is starting to over curl. You can see this right here. I want y'all to pay attention. This is an over curl right there. That just means that it needs more lather. The reason your hair over curls is because the cuticles are closing. The reason the cuticles are closing is because your hair is turning cold. When your hair turns cold, your cuticles close, and when your cuticles close, it kind of tighten back up, right? Once it tightens back up, that just means that it's like, what am I trying to say? It's hydrated, I guess. It's hydrated. It's super hydrated. It got what it needed. Now it closed back up and it curls back up, right? So in order to get rid of these over curls, we're gonna need to grab some shampoo. If you can see, as soon as I wet my hair, it's gonna be super frizzy. It's starting to get frizzy. Let me show you real quick. All right, my hair is now frizzy. Now what I'm gonna do is grab the shampoo and lay everything right back down. All the frizz is gone. Everything is laid. And then we just continue brushing. That's why lather is very important. Very important. Yup, noodles in there. No problem, Darius. That's what I do. And now we keep going to continue brushing. That way, your hair don't over curl when you do your washing styles. I get a lot of people saying, yo, my hair always over curls when I do my washing style. That's because you don't have enough lather, right? When you have enough lather, the over curling stops. We're gonna grab this a little bit real quick. I'm just keep brushing. I'm going 720 hardest. Yeah, 720 is hard. Would you ever try 720s? I don't think so. Can we use combs or it has to be brushed? You can use a comb during your washing style. Yeah, you could definitely use a comb. The comb actually does a great job at stretching out the waves, helping your waves get deeper and helping you break forks during your washing styles. So combing, yes, you can use your comb when you're doing your washing style. Never thought of over curl that day. That way, good info. Yeah, no problem, T. No problem. All right, we're gonna add some more lather. I'm finishing up. I'm getting ready to finish up this washing style. I'm just trying to do one last go around with the brush so I can lay everything down the way I want. Add some more lather real quick. I'll keep the hair laid. Continue brushing. All right, let me switch hands real quick. Add a little bit more lather. So the cuticles close. The cuticles close so fast. You gotta keep adding lather, or else it's gonna keep over curling. So you want to keep them open and just keep brushing. All right, let me transition to this side real quick. Let me tell y'all, you can't get lather like this with a liquid shampoo. Shampoo bars all 2025, and I'm telling y'all. All right, let me switch over to let me do the back real quick. All right, let's switch over. Switch over to the left back, left side. All right, let's close up the crown real quick. Crown area. All right, that's pretty much it, man. That's it. I can't really go into depth. How you say that? Depth with this because I can't really see clearly in the mirror. So I'm gonna have to do a brush session tomorrow so I can really focus on the crown. All right. So this part is very important, right? Go ahead and grab your do-rag. And put it around your neck, right here. And you want to use the leftover lather from the brush as much as you can. Take all of it and use that to lay your hair down, right? And I told you it's gonna over curl, so you wanna lay it down so that way the over curl stops. That's how you get your hair to stay molded down. Is that a medium brush? Yeah, I'm using a medium brush. You can use a hard brush if you're wolfing heavy. What length should you cut your 4C hair? Two guard close with the grain. And then when you get more experience, you could, experiment different lengths and stuff. Up to you. All right. Go ahead and grab the mirror. Make sure everything is laid. So the lather is gonna do a great job at laying everything down, molding everything down before you rag up. Yeah, my crown is crazy right now, bro. Can't even really lay it down the way I want to. It's all right though. I'm gonna do a crown session another day. It's the best I could do right now, so. I'm gonna add some more lather. When will you moisturize? After my hair dries. After my hair dries, I'm gonna moisturize. How do you clean your brushes? Mine is dirty. I used a rat tail comb, and I, go through the bristles with the tail of the comb, and I blow dry everything. I don't wet my brushes when I'm washing. Rat tail comb, dislodge all the flakes and the dry scalp and the hairs. Then I go in with a blow dryer with cold air, and I get rid of everything. The brush will be good as new. Because when I wet my brushes, the bristles, they mess up the bristles, they mess up the wood. So that's how I wash. But yeah, when it comes to moisturizing my hair, I wait till my hair dries, and then I go in with my products. I don't use water because I don't want my hair to get frizzy. If I do use water, I use the hot towel method, or I just wet my do-rag. if you want to learn how to moisturize your waves, just watch my videos on how to moisturize your waves. The front line up, it never wants. Yeah, it don't. But you gotta do your best. It never wants to lay down. Just do your best. Trying to get the crown to lay down as best as possible before I rag up. Where you get your rags from? Right now, I get my do-rags from my beauty supply store. I go to my local beauty supply store, grab some do-rags for like, what, $3? And I just put them on. But I am currently working on my own do-rags. Have them on the website real soon, so. All right, it's time to rag up. It's very important to use your palm to lay your hair down before ragging up. A lot of people just rag up after brushing. That's not how you do it. If you do that, your hair is gonna be over curled as your final result. As you can see, everything is laid. Well, not everything, because you can still see some little flyaways, but this is the best I could do. Beauty store have good ones. What do I recommend? I recommend the deluxe silky do-rags. You gotta get you a silky satin do-rag. Make sure it's not polyester. Make sure it says deluxe silky satin. If it doesn't say deluxe, make sure somewhere on there it says silky satin. Those are your best do-rags from the beauty supply store. I don't know what I was trying to say. All right, no problem, see? All right, I think I'm good. Honestly, it's the best I could do. Yeah, that's it. All right, let's rag up. My bad. I just want to make sure everything is laid. All right, time to rag up. Now the do-rag want to take its sweet time to get off my shoulders. Yes, sir. And that's how you do it. Can you make it short showing the results? Nah, I'm gonna show the results in tomorrow's video. Why so tight? Because I don't want the do-rag to move. If the do-rag moves, the results are gonna be, they're not gonna be as good, as great. What are the best brushes for waves, beginners? What about a velvet do-rag? I don't recommend velvet do-rags unless it has silk on the inside. If it's a silky, silk-on velvet do-rag, then yeah. But other than that, I don't recommend it. All right. And that's it. Now we're just gonna go ahead and rinse out. Everything is laid. Yep. All right, what are the best brushes for waves? The best brushes for waves, I'll say check out brushking.org. Brushking.org. BRUSH King, KING.org. They have royalty brushes, they have Torino Pros. I think those are the best brushes for waves. Get you a soft, medium, and a hard. The soft brush is always going to be a finisher when you're doing your brush sessions. The medium brush is going to help you progress, and the hard brush is for when you're wolfing heavy. So you need 3 brushes. One for when you're wolfing, one is going to be an all-around brush, which is going to be medium, and the soft is going to be always your finisher. Why? Because it's going to lay your hair down, it's going to close the cuticles, it's going to lock in moisture, and it's going to make your waves pop. A soft brush is not your progress brush. It's just to really make your waves pop. So yeah. What you doing? I just did a washing style. Can you make short? I think I answered that. So now that I'm done with the washing style, right? I'm gonna go ahead and rinse out with cold water. Why? Why cold water? Because warm water opens up the cuticles, right? Cold water closes the cuticles. So you want to go in with cold water. That's gonna close the cuticles. And the fact that I have the do-rag on, my hair isn't going to overcurl. So cold water is gonna close the cuticles, but since I have a do-rag on, my hair is not gonna overcurl. Meaning my hair is the results are gonna be even better when your cuticles are closed, right? That's when you get the silkiness, the pop. That's when you lock in your moisture, lock in your hydration. When the cuticles are closed, you retain moisture longer. So that's why it's really good to deep condition after not your washing styles. I'm not gonna deep condition. I'm gonna mess up my progress. But after you wash your hair, it's really good to deep condition, and then you want to rinse out with cold water. Why? Because you're locking in that moisture from the deep conditioner. If you rinse out with warm water, you're gonna leave the cuticles open, and it's gonna take a little bit of time before it closes, and then you might, your moisture might seep out while the cuticles are open, stuff like that. Then you're gonna go with a towel to dry the hair. That's gonna leave your hair dry and brittle, stuff like that. So it's a lot that goes into washing your hair and locking in moisture and keeping your hair nice and healthy. So yeah, definitely using a towel to dry your hair is really bad. Your hair's gonna fall out, you do that. Over time, the towel is gonna, the friction from the towel is gonna open up the cuticles, and then you're gonna lose all your moisture, and then you're gonna leave your hair dry and brittle, and that's how it falls out eventually. So try either using a microfiber towel, which is not gonna open up the cuticles. It's gonna actually help you close the cuticles, I believe. I gotta do more research on that. So allegedly, microfiber towels help you close the cuticles. But go ahead and use that cold water to rinse out. Honestly, the best way is to just let your hair air dry. I don't know if that works for people with longer hair, but me personally, I like to let my hair air dry. But yeah, now I'm gonna get in the shower, rinse out with cold water, and just let my hair air dry. I'm probably gonna double compress after this too. Now, what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna wait till my hair is kind of like damped, and I'm probably just gonna add my oil to kind of like lock in moisture, and brush with a soft brush, going with my butters. Yeah, and the products I'm gonna use, I'm probably not gonna use this because it's too heavy. I don't want it to lift my hair, so I'm gonna go with this, the strawberry mint oil. And I'm just gonna use this to lock in my moisture, add shine, and basically, yeah, just that, keep my hair nice and healthy. Am I a hairstylist? No, I'm just a waver. I just do waves. I've just been doing it for a long time. I know my hair, so yeah. When are you getting beard waves? I'm in the process right now, so yeah, guys, appreciate you for tapping in. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse out with cold water in the shower so I can really thoroughly rinse out the shampoo. And that's pretty much it. What butter you will use? If I do, decide to use a butter, it's gonna be this one, the frosted berry butter. Yeah, this smells really good. This is the butter I'll probably use. But I probably won't use that until tomorrow. I won't use this butter until tomorrow, until my hair completely dries, right? If my hair is damp and I go in with butter, it's probably a little too thick, so it's gonna make my hair stand up and frizzy. So I'm going with an oil to help lock in moisture. And then tomorrow when my hair fully dries, I'm gonna go in with my butter to really, make my hair nice and soft. And I'm gonna do the hot towel method and stuff like that so the butter can actually go into the hair and stuff. Can I buy from Mexico? I'm not sure. Go ahead and give it a try. Good subject to talk about. Let them know about towel on hair, how it damages the hair. Yeah, yeah, definitely stop using towels to dry your hair. Don't go to sleep without either a silk pillowcase or a do-rag or a bonnet. All these things, cotton, wearing a hoodie, wearing a hat, all these things, the friction opens up the cuticles, leaving your hair dry and brittle, and eventually leads to hair loss. Towel is a big, probably on the top of the list when it comes to drying your hair with towel, especially when you pull the hair. Like, that's horrible. Don't do that. But yeah, guys, that's it. Juan, Roman, appreciate you for tapping in. Appreciate you for commenting and, taking part of this live. And everybody else, appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for watching. Hopefully I helped you guys out with some, some tips and stuff on how to properly wash your 360 waves. This is not a video on how to wash your hair. You don't wash your hair like this. If I was washing my hair, I definitely would have deep conditioned. I would have, it would have been a lot quicker. I wouldn't have been doing all this stuff. I would have put a shower cap on, leave the deep conditioner for 30 minutes so I could really get deep in there, and then I would rinse out with cold water and stuff like that. But since this is a washing style for waves, it's different, right? I can't use a deep conditioner because a deep conditioner doesn't lather. If it doesn't lather, my hair is gonna over curl, and then it's gonna be a whole disaster. I can't do that. So yeah, I choose to lock in moisture and keep my hair hydrated a different way. And wavers and regular hair is two completely different things. T, appreciate you, T. Have a good one. You guys stay blessed. Love you guys. And I'm going to catch you on my next one. When are you streaming next? I'm not sure. It's just when I have time, I hop on and, just stream. I figured I was going to wash my hair tonight. I just hopped on stream. But yeah, next time I'm probably going to stream, I'll say maybe Sunday night. I don't know. Probably my night routine. I might do a night routine on Sunday, and I'm going to stream that. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Kick from Dominican Republic. Appreciate you. Y'all be safe. Love y'all.